I haven't told you anything about my hip in quite a while, so some new things have been happening. I figured I'd come on here and update you because it's a lot easier for me than trying to write a big paragraph. So, my doctor set it up to where they're going to start coming into the house again, the same agency that I had last year, which are really, really good. We're going to do occupational therapy and physical therapy, but both are focused on my hip. And I told them that my main goal is to start to get back my independence. Because for the last year and a half, I've had to rely on everyone else for pretty much everything else. And it's getting really, really, really old. Not to mention, if they tell me that things are only going to get worse, I need to do everything I can now, because I might not be able to do it in a year, right? So, I told them I want to be able to sweep my own floor or vacuum my own carpet. I haven't done that in a year and a half. Seems trivial, but I'd like to be able to do it. Love to be able to tie my own shoe. To be able to get my leg in and out of even the passenger side without lifting it up, that would be some kind of miracle, because I can't do that at all. The issue is kind of the same that it was before, I have such a distinct case that if the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with me and what to do about it, it's very, very difficult for a physical therapist to be able to figure that out and treat it. So we're going to work on practical stuff, and the PT part, they're going to hopefully try to bring in a ultrasound machine. That's the only thing that they've not tried yet. So their idea of that is to basically do the exercises, and at the end of the visit do the ultrasound machine to calm it back down, and kind of like a pain relief deal. You guys know I don't do pain medicine, and that's usually everybody's first thing. But pain isn't really my thing. Like, I can deal with pain. Ice, maybe an ibuprofen, sleep. Sleep is my go-to. But function. Like, I don't have the function. It's really hard to explain. I think the only thing that maybe remotely makes sense is where he cut that nerve. I don't really know how or what it's doing, but I think that's the whole problem. Because stuff that, even the exercises they tell me to do, like, I've tried to build up my quad muscles and all of that, and they just don't. There's not really been any difference whatsoever in a year and a half. So a lot of the stuff that they're telling me to do to help, I literally just, my leg won't do. Like kicking outwards from a seated position, something super duper easy. I can't do that unless I lift my leg up, hold it in both hands, and then do it. And then it's still not fully kicked out. A lot of the issue comes with flexion. Anything even remotely near 90 degrees from my torso is an issue. And when I say even remotely, like 45 hertz. Anyways, this is pretty much the same stuff that's been happening. Nothing new that if you followed and paid attention, that you didn't know probably. But what I'm asking you is, like I said, I am super sick of having to depend on everybody for everything. I'm tired of it. I've lived alone for a long time. I've been independent for a long time. So taking all of that away from me is very, very difficult. And I think at this point I've reached my limit, and it just pisses me off now. I think I'm past the sadness, and the grieving process always applies for things like this. But I'm at the point now where it just pisses me off that I can't do it. So for me, I'm the type of person that it has to get to a point, and then I'm just like, whatever, you know, I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, if it makes it worse, so be it. But I'm obviously not getting any better sitting in my recliner. And even they tell me when I go to the store that I need to sit in the scooter and not walk through the store. Well, it does hurt to walk through the store, and by the end of the time in there, if I'm doing a full shopping experience, I'm dragging my leg. But if I sit down in that scooter and I get in that scooter every single time I go in there, I'm not getting up. If I get in my wheelchair and I use it all the time, I'm not getting up. So I'm in this mind frame now where if it makes it worse, oh well. It is what it is, right? So it would be super appreciated if you guys sent good vibes or prayers or whatever it is that you do. And I need your support because I'd really like to get back. And I know I'm not going to be the same as I was a year and a half ago. I know that. But if I could get any form of normalcy back, I think that it would help tremendously. So that's the update.